Again on the left with Anthony.
Bryce, where do you feel like from game 1 to game 6 now you've made the biggest leap?
Every week I feel like I'm becoming a better leader. That's one of my main goals going into each and every game, and just being more efficient and executing our play calling. So.
Over to your right here towards the front, Dennis.
Bryce, what has been harder through 6 games than you might have thought heading into the season?
Of course, I would say with ups and downs of the score, keeping my team level-headed, just being us every single play is one of our biggest things we focus on during practice and everything like that. So.
All right, we'll stay on your right side in the front here, Ryan.
What have you seen from Andrew Marsh to kind of lead to the breakout in the last 2 weeks?
Honestly, it's nothing that really changed from him since December to now. It's just the opportunity is bigger for him, and he's executing every time.
And with Mikey Keene, how has he helped you, or just what's his role been like behind the scenes?
Mikey Keene has been more of a leader for me, honestly. Just pushing me every single day to be the best, mentally, physically, making sure I'm okay emotionally, everything like that. Just keeping my head on straight for me. So.
We'll go to your left side in the front there, Isaiah.
You say you're becoming more of a leader. What kind of does that entail?
I would say, honestly, being more vocal for my team because now I'm the starting quarterback, of course. So I feel like that's what comes with being the starting quarterback is being a vocal leader.
During the game, was there any way that manifested?
Of course, just keeping our head up throughout the entire game, trying to keep smiles on the guy's face so we could keep our head on straight, just know that we can execute every single play. So.
Just next to Isaiah there, John.
Do you have a message to yourself and maybe to the team about all that's still possible for this team in the back half?
Just finish. Just be the best us every single snap, and like I said, finish. So.
We'll go back to your right here, and Dennis.
Bryce, you've made some great throws, and you've also thrown some with some touch. But what are the keys if you're trying to get better at throwing better touch passes from your standpoint? What are some of the things to make more catchable passes?
Just working with my receivers one-on-one and figure out what they like the most for that moment. So.
Go to the left in the back there, Brad.
So much attention is on quarterbacks at so many different programs, and with so many young quarterbacks stepping up like yourself this year. What do you use? Who do you lean on to try to keep it on football when there is so much noise surrounding you as the quarterback of this program?
Honestly, just reminding myself on what the main goal and main attraction is for me, and that's being a Hall of Famer in the NFL. So just being myself, pushing myself to be that every single day. So.
How hard does that get when there's so much noise around you? Whether it's maybe if you're getting food, out at lunch, if it's a classmate, if it's somebody random coming up to you on the street, if it's social media, how do you keep that balance?
Like I said in previous meetings, of course, it's blood stress, what my mom's called it, because it might be stressful, but it comes from you being blessed and me producing the way I have been. So.
Go back to your right here in the front, Austin.
Okay, so you've got a long flight back from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch the game on the flight? Do you try to sleep? What do you do on the flight?
Honestly, just keeping myself mentally sane and everything like that, of course. And then getting to the game the next morning, just getting some rest really. So.
When you watch back the game the next morning, what were some of the things that stood out to you just about how you played in that game?
I'll say the things we did well as a team was we executed some of our plays, but I feel like we got a lot to work on as well. So.
Staying on the right side for you, Tony.
Yeah, how's the offense lived up to your expectations through 6 weeks?
We're for sure executing in certain areas, but like I said, we just got a lot of stuff to work on at the moment so we can be the best of us.
What do you see as the biggest hindrance, or what is preventing you guys from maybe taking that next step?
I wouldn't say it's really nothing preventing us. I feel like we just have some mental errors at times, but it's okay because we'll pick it up the next play.
All right, we've got time for a few more from Bryce. We'll go back to the right here in the front, Ryan.
What types of plays do you feel like are when you're at your best? Like what are your favorite plays to run? Do you think when you're at your best?
Really, I would say whatever we come up with Monday or Tuesday, going throughout the week. So whether that's a run play that we feel that's going to dominate and be the best, we just got to execute every single play. So that's what's the best play for me.
Back to your left in the front, Isaiah.
What do you think has been harder about your college experience compared to maybe your expectations?
For my college experience, I would really say the hardest part has been I'd say probably like the first 2 weeks I've been here, just adjusting to the speed, honestly. That's really mainly it, I can say.
We've got time for a few more. We'll go back to your right in the far corner here. Aaron?
Bryce, you came in with high expectations for yourself. How do you think you've lived up to those 6 games with your play on the field?
Just really doing what I can for my team, no matter what the play is, just executing it the best way possible, and just expecting out of every single one of the 11 players on my side. So,
Is there a lot left that we haven't seen yet?
of course. So,
We'll go with just a few more on the right side here. Angelique?
Bryce, you mentioned for Andrew, the opportunities have just been more. What did he do during the bye? It seems like when he sort of had his breakout coming out of the bye.
I would say really just thanking Coach Bell and, of course, Coach Lindsey. Just wanted to give him an opportunity, and the opportunity presented itself throughout the entire week of practice. So, yeah.
And if I could also ask you, Biff said he bought Batman masks for you. I was wondering if you ever put it on.
I put it on the day he gave it to me, and that was the only time I put it on. So,
Do you like Batman?
I ain't gonna lie, that mask was very authentic. It was very awkward. It was like, this is too real for me to even put on ever again. So it was like, we'll put it back up in the locker. So.
All right, we'll stay on the right in the back. Andrew?
You mentioned wanting to be an NFL Hall of Famer one day. I guess, how do you not get overwhelmed by a goal like that and instead just take the steps, along the way?
Of course. Every single day, my goal is to be 1-0, winning every single day. And I feel like if I win every single day, it'll come to that goal. So.
All right, we'll finish up in the front here with Tony.
You graded yourself after the first week performance. I wonder if you were giving yourself a grade through 6 weeks.
Really, I feel like every day we're working to get better. That's really it. So.
All right, last one on the left, Clayton.
With 2 losses, you're still alive for the college football playoff. Is this team capable of winning the rest of its games? And if so, why do you feel that way?
Because how hard we work every single day. So, of course we are.